Hi, I'm Melissa with Mixin' Some Magic. I'm a Disney planning expert and I'm here to mix a little magic into your day. Each week I share Disney vacation planning tips, park strategies, and a little bit of Disney history sprinkled in. Of course, I like to include lots of Disney magic. Join me, let's mix in some magic. Hello and welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Today is the kickoff of the holidays at the Disneyland Resort. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Everything you need to know about the holidays at Disneyland, and I am so excited. So whether you have a trip coming up that you're planning for the holidays at Disneyland, or you're just thinking that someday you want to visit Disneyland during the holidays, or you just like the holidays at Disneyland and want to get into the holiday spirit, then this episode is for you. First off, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the Mixin' Some Magic podcast family. I appreciate you so much. Whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on a different platform, I really appreciate you. This year has been a little rough for most podcasters. Even big, huge podcasters have had a rough year with podcasting because of a bunch of changes to Apple and different platforms. A lot of us have lost a lot of our listeners, and it's made it more difficult for people to find us, which has been really discouraging. And I mean, if I'm being completely honest with you, I have thought a lot this year about not continuing to record the Mixin' Some Magic podcast anymore, just because I'm not sure if it's the best use of my time. I'm not sure if I'm adding value for you or if you're enjoying it. So I've gone back and forth quite a bit this year. Thankfully, I have amazing Patreon members who have stepped up to help support Mixin' Some Magic. They get ad-free episodes and weekly episodes, and that has made a huge difference. The reason that Mixin' Some Magic is still going is because of Patreon members. So if you're a Patreon member, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. A couple weeks ago, I was having one of those days where I was like, do I can keep podcasting? I don't know. Would my time be better spent somewhere else? Could I bring more value to people who are Disney fans or planning Disney vacations on another platform that could reach more people, be more helpful? And then I had a little notification pop up and I got a little comment. So I wanted to read it because it's just like a little comment, but it made my whole day. And I was like, oh, maybe I should keep going. Maybe this is worthwhile for people. It was a Spotify comment on one of my episodes, and it's from Rivers505. And it just says, I love your podcast. I started listening a couple of months ago, and now I'm going back and listening to all of them. Love the stories and history. So simple, but I appreciated it so very much. So thank you so much, Rivers505, for your comment. It really made my day. Honestly and truly made my day. So I thank you, and I appreciate you for taking the time to leave a comment, because that is I know it's annoying. It's annoying to leave reviews and rate and leave comments, but it makes a big difference for podcasters. So thank you so very much. And to anyone who is so inclined, I would love it if you would go over and leave me a review. That would be amazing. All right, you guys are the best. Now, sometimes I have been at Disneyland for the kickoff of the holidays. I decided not to go for the kickoff this year just because it's so crowded. There's so many people there. And I like visiting Disneyland when there's not as many people. So I will be going in a couple of days when the crowds have died down a little bit. That's more my vibe. So I'll be heading there in a couple of days to check out all of the holiday offerings, to ride Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I'm very excited about that. And there's so many delicious holiday foods that I'm going to be trying. I don't know how I'm going to fit it all in. I have a printable holiday foodie guide, and I've printed it out. I've been going through it, like trying to make my game plan and be like, okay, what's my top priority? What are all the things that I want to eat and try? I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to be there for, let's see, 4 days. And I don't know. I'm going to do my best to try as many things as possible. So I'll be trying them and ranking them all over on my Instagram story. So if you're not following along, head over there. I'll put a link down in the show description, but you can follow along over there, and I will rate and review everything, and I'm going to be saving them all in a highlight section of my Instagram stories. So if you're not watching them, in the moment, then you can go back and see what I have ranked different things. So it should be exciting. I'm looking forward to my trip. I have not started packing because I have a couple of days, but I've been going through and making a little mental list in my brain of things I need to pack, and that is a head start for me. So I feel like I'm doing pretty darn good right now. Okay, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll dive into everything you need to know about visiting Disneyland during the holidays. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Mixin' Some Magic. Ads are a pain in the butt. I really don't like them, but unfortunately, they are a necessary evil when you run a podcast. If you're listening to the ad and affiliate supported version of Mixin' Some Magic, thank you. Your support helps keep Mixin' Some Magic running. If you're listening to the ad-free version on Patreon, thank you as well. Your monthly support is so appreciated and helps me with equipment costs, editing software, research materials for the show, and more. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon supporter, I'll put a link in the show notes. There's several membership options, with the lowest being $5 a month. All Patreon supporters are invited to attend our monthly Disney book club as well. So come and join us. All right, that's enough of that. Let's get back to the episode. Today, I am thrilled to share with you my ultimate Disney travel hack, Getaway Today. As a diehard Disney fan, I've taken countless trips to Disney destinations, and Getaway Today has booked them all. I've been using them for over 15 years, and let me tell you, using Getaway Today has been a game changer. So, what is so special about Getaway Today? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here's the scoop. Getaway Today specializes in Disney vacations, and they've got the inside exclusive deals and discounts to Disney parks. Their park tickets are always discounted off the gate price, and they have amazing deals on hotels. They even have deals on cruises and Aulani in Hawaii. Trust me, you won't find these magical offers anywhere else. Whether you're planning a family vacation, a romantic getaway, or a solo adventure, Getaway Today can craft a personalized package to suit your Disney dreams. It's like having your own fairy godmother for vacation planning. Whatever you have in mind, they can help you make it happen. Getaway Today offers layaway plans, which is amazing, because Disney dreams shouldn't come with a hefty price tag, at least not all at once. Getaway Today offers payment plans that make it easy for you to budget and plan the perfect Disney vacation. They also have the very best customer service. Seriously, they are a small family-owned business, and they really care about your vacation. Their customer service is top-notch. The Getaway Today team is filled with Disney experts who have actually been to the park. They've actually stayed in the hotels. They know their stuff, and they are as passionate about Disney as you are. They go above and beyond to make sure your trip is practically perfect in every way. Booking through Getaway Today is super easy. You can book using their website. I've put a link in the show notes. Or you can call them at 855-GETAWAY and tell them Mixin' Some Magic sent you for the best deals. As a special treat for our listeners, Getaway Today is offering an exclusive discount. Just use the promo code MIX10 at checkout or over the phone, and you can save an extra $10 on packages.
Thanks for tuning in, dear Disney listeners. Now go ahead, plan that unforgettable Disney adventure with Getaway today, and let the magic begin.
Welcome back. The holidays kick off today, November 15th, and run through January 6th this year. And during this time, there is so much to see and do around the Disneyland Resort. I love visiting during the holidays. Disneyland's always magical, but there is something special about visiting Disneyland at Christmas time. So it just gets you in that Christmas spirit, the music, the lights, the snow. Yes, it snows at Disneyland. We're going to talk about all of it. But because there is so much to see and do at the Disneyland Resort during the holidays, I made a free printable bucket list that has a bunch of things that you can check off your list as you go along your little vacation. So I'm going to put a link to that in the show description. It's under my big holiday post. So I'll post my big holiday guide to Disneyland in the show descriptions. But on there is a printable bucket list that you're going to want so you can check things off and make sure you're not missing anything. I think we should go park by park because it'll be easier that way. So let's start with Disneyland. Of course, Disneyland goes all out with their holiday decorations. They have decorations all over the place. Some lands are more subtle than other lands, but there's so many little things. So pay close attention when you're walking around to the decorations and watch how they go along with each different land because it's pretty clever. Over on Main Street USA, then you'll find holiday window displays. They've also got festive wreaths and garlands, and you can't miss the incredible Christmas tree right there in the center. It's trimmed with thousands of ornaments. It's beautiful. Sleeping Beauty Castle is covered in garlands and thousands of icicle lights. It's pretty during the day, but it looks spectacular at night, so make sure you check it out. There's a bunch of Christmas trees throughout the Disneyland Resort, but each land has a little themed tree, and it's kind of fun to check them out. If you are in Adventureland, then their Christmas tree is up on top of the Jungle Cruise, the queue for the Jungle Cruise, so look for that. That one's a really cool tree. My personal favorite are the trees in Toontown in front of Mickey and Minnie's house. They're so, so cute. Now, speaking of Mickey and Minnie, the characters will be out in their holiday finest. For most of them, this means a festive holiday sweater or a cute hat, something like that. But they have a different outfit every single year, and I love getting pictures with them during the holidays. Mickey and his friends usually hang out around Main Street, so you can find them there. You can check on the Disneyland app. It'll tell you what time they're going to be out and about. But if you want to see them in their holiday outfits, then you can find them on Main Street. Let's talk about events happening at Disneyland during the holidays. You may have heard about the Disneyland Candlelight Processional. This is a special event that is shown 4 times during the holiday season. The show takes place in early December. The processional is a 45-minute show that retells the story of the first Christmas using song and scripture. The Disney Symphony Orchestra will be there along with a huge choir, and the narrator is a celebrity of some sort, and it's different every year, and it's always a surprise. So we don't know who the narrator for the Candlelight Processional will be until right before the performance. This event is held on Main Street USA, and it's a semi-private event. That means that most of the seats available for this event are for Disneyland VIPs, Club 33 members, media, special Disneyland guests. It's really not open to being viewed by the public, but because it's held on Main Street, then some guests will camp out for hours to try to get a glimpse of it. I have never done this because camping out is something that I really don't have any interest in doing, but I don't know. Some people do just so they can get a glimpse of the celebrity or just the whole performance. And every once in a while, then they will pull regular guests to fill empty seats, but that is a rare occurrence. Not to worry though, because there is lots of other entertainment to keep you happy during the holidays. The holidays wouldn't be complete without a parade. A Christmas fantasy parade is just full of Disney holiday magic. Your favorite Disney characters join Santa for a merry musical celebration. I love watching the parade near It's a Small World because there's lower crowds. The parade runs 2 times a day at 2:30 and at 6:30 p.m. The first showing is in the daytime, but it will be dark for the second showing. I like to go to the one at night because everything's lit up. The tree that's in the parade has the lights all lit, and I just find it a little more magical when it's dark and all you get to see all the lights. So I love watching the nighttime one. The parade lasts about 20 minutes long, and the second parade is usually a little less crowded than the first one because a lot of people have headed out and gone home for the evening. I do recommend arriving at least 30 to 60 minutes early for the best viewing spots. There is a holiday parade dining package that I did last year. Actually, I think I've done it a couple of times. I really love it because you have to eat anyway. And if you can eat and get special viewing for the parade, then you might as well. So the special holiday parade viewing package is from Plaza Inn. You get to enjoy lunch and then you have access to a reserved viewing area for the second parade. You do need to make reservations for this experience and they book up quickly. So when you make your reservations, then you'll show up to Plaza Inn for lunch and you get an entree, a dessert, and a drink, and then they give you a voucher that gives you access to the reserved parade viewing area and a lanyard to wear. You have to have both of them. Don't lose the voucher. Don't lose the lanyard. Lunch is really good. We've enjoyed it every single year. They have adult menus and kid menus. And then in the past, the viewing area has been right in front of the train station on Main Street. So like behind the flagpole. So you sit right there. I said sit because we sat. If you get there a little early, you can sit on the curb and you can stay seated. Or if you show up later, then you can stand behind the people who are sitting down. But there's plenty of room and you get a really good view of the parade. And I love being able to watch it on Main Street without showing up super early because, again, I hate camping out. And for the cost of the lunch, you're really not paying that much more than you would if you were just eating lunch at the Plaza Inn just on your own. So to add the parade viewing, it's not that much more. And I think it's kind of a really fun, nice thing to do. When we did it as a family a couple of years ago, my husband was really happy with it. He was like, this is the way to watch a parade, to just show up, have a great view, and you get a good meal included. So we really like it. Every day at 4:30 p.m., then It's a Small World Holiday has a little lighting show. This is a special show. It only happens once each night, and it's pretty magical. It's just when they light up the whole facade of It's a Small World, and it's really pretty. So It's a Small World facade is gorgeous during the holidays, and it's so fun to see the lights come on. Now, this isn't something that you need to camp out for and get there really early for. This isn't even something that maybe I would plan my whole day around unless it sounds really, really fun to you. But if you happen to be in the area at 4:30, then just take a second, pause, stand there, watch the lights come on. It's pretty fun. Now, something you should plan your day around and make sure you don't miss is the fireworks. Believe in holiday magic. It's wonderful. This special holiday fireworks show is the perfect way to end your magical day. The show begins at 9:30 and lasts about 15 minutes. At the end of this amazing show, you'll be able to experience a sprinkling of snow near the castle, or by It's a Small World, or on portions of Main Street, USA. The snow smells like gingerbread to me. It really does. There is a scent to the snow, and it's so pretty. So pretty, and it smells good. What could be better? Because the fireworks are really popular, then you are going to want to grab a spot 45 to 60 minutes early for the best views. If you want like the best front of the castle view, people start camping out for that 2 to 3 hours before. That's not something I'm interested in. I like to watch fireworks by It's a Small World because it's less crowded, or on Main Street USA because you can see the castle in the distance. You get projections on the sides of the buildings, and you also get the snow. If you are going to be leaving the parks right after fireworks, definitely watch them on Main Street because it is going to be much easier for you to make a dash for the exit if you're on Main Street than if you're over by It's a Small World. It's going to take you a lot longer fighting crowds to get out. So that's my little tip. There is also a little tiny show that happens on the facade of Sleeping Beauty Castle. It's called Wintertime Enchantment at Sleeping Beauty's Winter Castle. During this little show, then they play music and there's a little bit of snowfall and they light up the castle and it twinkles and different stages and they kind of illuminate it with lights. It's really pretty. You can watch the castle light up each night at 7:30 and 8:30 p.m. The show is super quick, has a little snow at the end. Like I said, you should watch this right in front of the castle, but you can also catch it with snow on Main Street. You don't have to get there early. There's plenty of room for everybody. You just show up and watch the castle light up. If you are interested, you can also catch the holiday tree lighting. The 60-foot tall Christmas tree at the beginning of Main Street is lit up each night during a little special ceremony. It happens at about 5 p.m. and it's a fun thing to catch if you're in the area. Now, don't stress about all these times and different things that I've been talking about for entertainment because I have a printable entertainment schedule on my website as part of my holiday post that you can print out so that you have it all laid out for you so you're not like, oh no, what time was the It's a Small World lighting? What time was the tree lighting? All of that. Don't worry, I got you. It's in the post. You cannot visit Disneyland during the holidays without going on the Haunted Mansion holiday. Haunted Mansion has been taken over by Jack Skellington from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, and he's decked the halls with some frightfully festive decorations throughout the mansion. Now, due to construction of the queue, Haunted Mansion Holiday is currently only available by virtual queue. You can join the virtual queue using the Disneyland app at 7 a.m. or at 12 p.m. So make sure you join the virtual queue because you don't want to miss Haunted Mansion Holiday. You also don't want to miss visiting Santa at Disneyland. You can see Santa at several different locations around the Disneyland Resort. He's available to greet guests at all 3 Disneyland hotel lobbies beginning November 28th. You don't have to be a hotel guest to see him there. You can just show up and visit Santa. You can also find him this year at Fantasyland Theater in Disneyland, which I am really excited about. I think that'll be fun. It's a whole new place for him to be. He's usually over in Pooh Corner, so it'll be fun to go see him in Fantasyland Theater. You can also find him at Redwood Creek Challenge Trail over in California Adventure. Now, Santa is only there until December 24th because after that, he's got Christmas to take care of. So after December 24th, he won't be available to meet. However, you can meet Goofy in his Santa suit over at Redwood Creek Challenge Trail beginning December 25th. There's also a fun Disney holiday dance party at Tomorrowland Terrace, which is scheduled nightly from November 16th through January 6th. This is pretty fun. Kids, adults, whoever wants to can dance the night away at Tomorrowland Terrace in Disneyland. And sometimes they bring out characters to come and dance with you. They've got holiday music playing and it's pretty fun. So if you happen to be in the area, it's fun to stop by and dance for a few minutes. We have to talk about the holiday food at Disneyland. Oh, the whole Disneyland Resort has some amazing food created just for the holidays. And this year, it all looks amazing. So like I mentioned before, I have a printable foodie guide. I'm going to put a link to that in the show description so you can print it out and make sure you try as much as possible. If you are one of those people who are obsessed with the Mickey Mouse gingerbread cookies, then I've got something that's going to make you so happy because I have a copycat recipe on my website for the Mickey Mouse gingerbread cookies. And I never buy them in the parks because I honestly think mine are a little bit better. So I don't buy them at Disneyland. They're expensive. I mean, they are cute, but the ones I make taste just a tiny bit better than the Disneyland ones. And so I just do that. So I have a copycat recipe. I'll put a link to that in the show notes as well. Okay, let's hop on over to Disney California Adventure Park. Disney characters will be out in their holiday finest. They have different outfits at California Adventure. They'll be over on Buena Vista Street, so you can check out Mickey and his friends there. You can also find some characters in costume in Cars Land. Mater has a Santa hat, so you can go and visit him there. Of course, California Adventure puts up decorations too. They are amazing and beautiful. You'll find a giant tree, but you'll also find garlands and amazing window displays. So keep an eye out for the little holiday details around California Adventure Park because they are everywhere. There is a special holiday version of World of Color Season of Light. You can enjoy holiday magic through song, water, and lights during this incredible show. To view this special show, it's best to have a virtual reservation. You can join the virtual queue using the Disneyland app at 12 p.m. each day. But if you're not able to score a virtual reservation or if you forgot, then don't stress. You can head over to the viewing area about 40 minutes before the show begins and just ask a cast member about standby viewing, and they will tell you where to stand, and you can almost always see the show standby if you go talk to a cast member, because a lot of people will make virtual queue reservations for this show and then for whatever reason not show up. World of Color is shown on select nights at 9 p.m. and at 10:15 p.m. There's also a World of Color Season of Light special dessert party that you might be interested in. You can sit down for the dessert party while you watch the show, which is pretty fun. I've done dessert parties a few times, and they're fun. They are expensive. The treats aren't amazing. I mean, they're fine. So this is something that is not high on my list to do during the holiday season, but I have friends who absolutely love it. So if this is something you might be interested in, go check it out on the Disneyland website. Now, California Adventure Park is bringing it with their holiday entertainment. They have so much going on. First of all, they've brought back the Viva Navidad street party. Join Donald Duck and his amigos at the ultimate family fiesta, a holly jolly joyous celebration through the streets. This live entertainment fiesta features mariachi and samba musicians, Mexican dancers, and some of your favorite Disney characters, and an incredible 12-foot giant puppet of Santa and Mrs. Claus. Such a fun show. Very worth your time. You can find the show by Paradise Garden Parks, which is near Goofy's Sky School. This year, they are only doing it on Saturdays and Sundays. In years past, it has happened every single day, but this year they're scaling back a little bit to make room for other entertainment, so you can only watch it on Saturdays and Sundays. They have a ton of show times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 show times starting at 12:10, ending at 5:45. So this is one of those shows that I really like because it's short and there are so many show times, so you can get in there and see it without waiting for a long time, and you're still going to be able to get a good viewing spot. We already talked a little bit about visiting Santa, but I wanted to give a plug for visiting Santa at Redwood Creek Challenge Trail in California Adventure because this is my favorite place to meet Santa. At least historically it has been. I haven't seen Santa yet at Fantasyland Theater, so maybe that'll change my mind. But as of this recording, my favorite place to see Santa is at Redwood Creek Challenge Trail, just because it's so fun. They have it decorated all cute. This is the place to go for kids because they have elves there to help them play elfish games. They have some little hidden decorations that you can find. One year I was there and they were doing rubber ducky races in the stream with kids. It's really cute. So it's a fun place to see Santa. He is usually there to meet guests from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., but you can check the Disneyland app for exact times. New this year is a show called Mirabelle's Gifts of the Season. This is scheduled Monday through Fridays outside the entrance to Paradise Garden Park. They have shows beginning at 1:10 and going all the way till 5:45, so there are 5 different shows. In this show, then Mirabelle from Encanto and her friends rejoice in the spirit of the holidays, bringing everyone together during their very own Fiesta de Navidad celebration. So I'm excited to check out this new show. There's also a new show called A Musical Christmas with Mariachi, Alegria de Disneyland and Miguel. I know I said that wrong. This is a new show scheduled Monday through Friday evenings on Buena Vista Street beginning at 5 p.m. The last show is at 9:45, and there's 5 shows for this one too. So this nighttime show, it says it gathers friends and family to listen to heartfelt stories and timeless songs in an enchanting celebration of the holidays. It has graceful dancers, delivers intimate bilingual performances of beloved Christmas songs, and the celebration closes with a special appearance by Miguel from Coco for a beautiful rendition of Silent Night. So I'm excited to check out this one too. Again, this is all in the holiday entertainment schedule that is on my website, so you can print that out. You must stop by Cars Land when you're at the Disneyland Resort for the holidays because it's absolutely amazing. The decorations, so cute. There's 2 little mini ride overlays. First, Mater's Jingle Jamboree, and then there's Luigi's Joy to the World. They're really the exact same rides as before, but they have some decorations and they change the music to be holiday themed. Now, walk down Route 66 in Cars Land and check out all of the car-inspired holiday decorations. So cute. And like I mentioned before, you might be able to catch a glimpse of Santa Mater rolling through town. Back on Buena Vista Street, their tree also has a little holiday lighting ceremony that begins at 4:50 every evening. It's fun to see if you're in the area. One of my very favorite things to do at California Adventure Park during the holidays is to watch the holiday toy drummers. They're so cute. These are amazing musicians. They're dressed up like holiday toy soldiers. It's fun, it's playful, and they are really, really talented. So you can catch the show at the Palisade stage in Paradise Garden Park, which is right in front of Ariel's Undersea Adventure. They perform several times each day. Make sure you check them out because they are lots of fun. There's also a little mini parade called Mickey's Happy Holidays. This mini parade is full of Mickey and his pals along with the toy drummers. Very short. You can find them along the parade route. They do it several times a day, and it's just fun. This is one of those things you don't need to show up early for. Just show up. You can watch it. You feel like you've checked a parade off your list without taking a lot of time to do that. Of course, there's amazing holiday food over at California Adventure Park. So good. I've got the printable there in the show notes. You can check that out. Over at California Adventure Park, there is also Disney Festival of the Holidays. This is a seasonal celebration filled with multicultural and diverse live music, food, and it's so much fun. So you have to check it out. It's a celebration that includes Christmas, Hanukkah, Diwali, Kwanzaa, and Three Kings Day. As part of the Festival of the Holidays, they have the Festival Foods Marketplace, which just adds even more delicious foods that I need to try while I'm there. So in California Adventure Park, there's a bunch of different food booths set up where they all have different offerings and they all have smaller portion sizes. So these are kind of like trying sizes. They're not big giant portions. This isn't a full meal, which makes it nice because then you can try a bunch of different things, but they have some delicious offerings. You can buy a Sip and Savor pass where you buy this little pass. It has these plastic tabs and you can break them off and redeem them for offerings at these kiosks. Now, I have a printable foodie guide for the Festival of the Holidays, but before you rush out and buy a Sip and Savor pass, then do some math, get on the Disneyland app, see how much things you want are going to cost, and see if it's worth it for you to buy the Sip and Savor pass. Now, something very important that has changed this year is it used to be that I could go to one of the booths, wait in the line because there's a line to order and then there's a line to pick up. But I could wait in the line to order and I could order everything I wanted to try from any of the booths at the one booth that I was at. So you could do that. You would order everything, they'd give you a receipt, and then you can take the receipt around to the pickup lines of the other kiosks and skip the ordering line because you've already ordered. You go and pick up, and they cross it off your receipt and give you the food item. You can still do that, but this year they are making you pick up the food that same day. So it used to be you could order everything and then save your receipt and then a few days later go and redeem different things, but that's not the case anymore. It has to be redeemed that same day, so just keep that in mind. Of course, there's also lots of great things going on at Downtown Disney. They've got decorations down there. They have delicious food offerings. If you have a minute, then take a quick peek inside the Grand Californian Hotel because the lobby is gorgeous and they have a big, amazing gingerbread house put up in there. So much fun. It's a great place to go and hang out if you need a little break from the hustle and bustle of the park. Holy cow, that is a lot of information about Disneyland during the holidays. It just got me even more excited for my trip to go and check everything out. Make sure you are following me on Instagram. I'm going to be doing a giveaway over there, a special holiday giveaway. It's going to be a $100 Disney gift card, so follow along. I hope you win that. That would be amazing. Plus, I'm going to be sharing tons of my experiences over there, all kinds of helpful information, and it's going to be just lots of fun. All right, for all of you Patreon members, I will be back next week. I'm going to do a trip recap, talk about riding Tiana's Bayou Adventure, talk about the best and worst foods. I'm going to talk about everything that happened on my holiday trip. For everybody else, then I will be back in 2 weeks with something new. Thanks so much for listening. We'll talk soon.